Most guys have been misled when it comes to building their chest. They chase numbers, throw around weight, and hope for growth. But if effort was all it took, every guy benching for years would have a chest that commands attention. You know that's not the case. Look around any gym and you'll see it. Lifters grinding set after set, week after week, but still looking flat under the shirt. I've been there too. I did the same thing for years. Monday was chest day. Heavy bench, massive pump, soreness for days. But when I looked in the mirror, my chest didn't match the work I was putting in. That's when I stopped chasing effort and started chasing strategy. Because what no one tells you is this: chest growth isn't about doing more. It's about doing what actually works, in the right order, with the right focus. I realized that my routine wasn't broken because of lack of intensity. It was broken because it was random. I was doing what everyone else was doing. Big mistake. See, building a powerful chest that turns heads isn't about doing 20 different machines. It's about understanding how your chest actually functions, about knowing which fibers respond to stretch, which ones respond to squeeze, and which ones are barely getting activated because you're following the same old routine. It's not your fault. The fitness world is full of noise. TikTok workouts, bro science advice, influencers chasing views instead of results. But that ends now, because in this video, we're dialing into the science. The 5 exercises you'll learn here aren't just effective, they're essential. I'm talking about movements proven by EMG studies, used by top physique coaches, and designed to target every region of your chest with ruthless efficiency. And here's the kicker. We're flipping the traditional order on its head. Why? Because hitting your weakest, most stubborn fibers first, while you're fresh, triggers more growth. Most guys save those for the end. By then, it's too late. We're starting with isolation. Then we layer in the compound lifts. We're not just pressing for the sake of pressing. We're opening up your chest, stretching it under load, contracting it with intent, and creating a metabolic storm that forces adaptation. You'll feel muscles fire that you've never felt before. And your chest will finally respond the way you've always wanted. And no, you don't need fancy machines or elite-level genetics. You need clarity, a map, a system. And that's exactly what this is. These 5 movements, performed in this specific order, will target the upper chest, the midline, the lower drop, and every angle in between. We're training both the fast twitch fibers that respond to heavy load and the slow twitch fibers that thrive on time under tension. You'll understand why each move is here, what it's doing, and how to execute it perfectly. But before we dive in, let me make one thing clear. This isn't just another workout video. This is a blueprint. Follow it with intention, and I guarantee, in a few weeks, you won't just feel the difference. You'll see it. That gap between your clavicle and your pec, filled. That flat middle chest, dense and round. That undefined lower line, sharp as a blade. Your shirt will fit different. Your physique will shift. Because this isn't random training. This is precision engineering. So if you've been grinding in the gym, putting in the hours but not seeing the chest development you want, this is your moment. It's time to stop guessing. Stop copying influencers with great lighting and bad form, and start training smart. If this is already hitting close to home, hit that subscribe button, because what's coming next might just change the way you train forever. Now, let's kick this off with the move that fixes everything the flat press misses. And trust me, it's not what you think. 1. Low pulley crossover, the hidden key to upper chest isolation. Most guys throw this exercise at the end of their workout, if they even include it at all. But when you flip the order and hit the low pulley crossover first, everything changes. You're no longer just warming up. You're targeting a region of your chest that's been asleep for years. The upper inner fibers, right beneath the clavicle. That stubborn area that refuses to grow no matter how much you press. This is how you wake it up. Starting with an isolation movement like this is a game changer. Why? Because your chest is fresh. Your nervous system is firing at full capacity. And instead of wasting all that on a heavy compound where your triceps and delts will steal the show, you direct every ounce of effort straight into the most underdeveloped part of your chest. The result? Deeper activation, more blood flow, and a pump that tells you instantly, yeah, this is the spot we've been missing. But make no mistake, this isn't just about going through the motions. Execution here is everything. You're not pulling up just for the sake of movement. You're pulling up and in, like you're hugging a massive oak tree, not just slapping cables together. Your chest should feel like it's folding inward. At the top, you pause, you squeeze. Not for a second, for a beat. That's where growth lives. That's where you take fibers that have been asleep and force them to fire. Another crucial detail? The return. Most guys let the weight yank their arms back. Big mistake. That negative phase, when your arms go from the top back to the start, is where you create the most tension. So resist it. Feel your pecs fight the pull, like you're trying to hold on to something that's slipping away. That's how you stretch the muscle under load. And guess what? Science is crystal clear. Loaded stretching is one of the biggest hypertrophy triggers you can use. Now let's talk setup. The pulleys should be low, around knee height, not mid-level, not high. Low. That angle creates a line of pull that aligns perfectly with the upper chest fibers. Stand tall, take one step forward, and lean slightly into the movement. Keep your elbows soft, not locked, and keep your focus on the pecs. Not your arms, not your shoulders. This isn't a triceps movement. It's chest, or it's wasted. You'll feel this burn different than anything else. Not just a pump, a deep, almost aching contraction. That's because you're working the slow twitch fibers, the ones built for endurance and density. That means slightly higher reps, shorter rest, and total control. And when you're done, that entire top shelf of your chest is lit up. Full, pumped, defined. And that's just the beginning. But this is just step one. Because next, we're building the structure beneath that shelf. And we're doing it with raw, controlled power. 2. Incline dumbbell press, sculpting the upper chest shelf with power. Let's get real. The incline dumbbell press isn't just another pressing movement. It's the builder of shape. The kind of shape that makes your chest pop out of a t-shirt, creates that coveted upper shelf, and gives your physique that armor-plated look. And yet, most lifters get it wrong. Either they skip it entirely, or butcher the form so bad they might as well be training shoulders. Now, here's the magic of putting it second in the lineup. You've already pre-exhausted the upper chest with the low pulley crossovers. That means when you pick up the dumbbells, your pecs are primed and ready to be destroyed. Not by brute force, but by precision. Your triceps are fresh, your delts haven't taken over yet, and your mind-muscle connection is already dialed in. That's the perfect storm for growth. Execution is everything here. Set your bench between 30 and 45 degrees, not higher. Go steeper, and you're just working shoulders. Keep your feet planted, shoulder blades pinned down, and chest high. When you lower the dumbbells, don't just drop them. Open the elbows slightly and aim to stretch the chest, not stress the joints. And when you press back up, you're not just lifting, you're squeezing like hell. Picture trying to crush a beach ball between your pecs. That's the kind of contraction that builds muscle, not just movement. The incline dumbbell press lights up your fast twitch fibers, the ones responsible for size and explosive strength. That means lower reps, heavier weights, longer rest. You're not pumping here, you're pushing, but not with ego, with control. Every rep should feel like a statement. You're not just going through a set, you're building the top frame of your chest. One slow, powerful rep at a time. And let's not forget safety. Dumbbells are the smarter move here. You don't need a spotter. You don't need to worry about getting stuck under a bar. You can fail safely, drop the weights if needed, and keep training close to your true limit. That's where real change happens. When you stop 5 reps short of failure and start training with real intent. Here's a mistake most people make: flaring the elbows out wide. That's a shoulder killer. Instead, keep them at a 45-degree angle to your body. Protect the joints. Keep the tension where it belongs, in your chest. Another error? Rushing the movement. Don't. You want time under tension. You want to feel every inch of the lift. That's how you go from just working out to actually building something. So now, with your upper chest torn up from 2 angles, isolation and pressing, we move down the ladder. Because what's coming next is what gives your chest that thick, center-cut slab look. 3. Flat dumbbell press, the foundation of chest density. You've hit the upper chest. You've built the shelf. But if your mid-chest is still looking flat, soft, or just undefined, you're missing the foundation. And that's exactly why we're placing the flat dumbbell press right here in the middle of the workout. Not first, like everyone else. Third. Why? Because now, your chest is already activated, your shoulders are warm, and you can fully direct the load where it matters most: the heart of your pecs. This movement isn't just about pushing weight, it's about sculpting that central mass, the thick, plate-like density that gives your chest shape from every angle. But here's the problem. Most guys still do this with a barbell, and that's where it all falls apart. The barbell locks your hands into one fixed position. You think you're pressing your chest, but your triceps and delts are stealing the spotlight. Not with dumbbells. With dumbbells, every side works independently. No cheating, no imbalances, just pure pec dominance. Let's break it down. You start with a slight arch in your lower back, chest up and shoulders retracted, pinned hard into the bench. When you lower the dumbbells, go deep. Not just to 90 degrees, deeper. Open the chest, stretch the fibers. That stretch under load, that's a hypertrophy gold mine. And at the top, don't just lock out. Bring the dumbbells close together, not touching, and squeeze like you're trying to crush something between them. Now, here's where things get real. You've already hit the fast twitch and slow twitch fibers up top. The flat press is your hybrid. It allows you to play both games. Heavy weight for lower reps? Perfect. Lighter loads for volume? Also perfect. You're tapping into every possible growth stimulus, from mechanical tension to metabolic stress. And that's how you build a chest that looks full from all angles. Common mistake to avoid: bouncing the dumbbells off your chest. Don't do it. That's not strength. That's laziness. Control the eccentric. Lower slow. Feel the pecs stretch. Pause briefly at the bottom. Then explode up, but with control. That balance between power and precision, is what separates the guys who train chest from the ones who build it. Another detail? Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Keep them pinned. If you feel your front delts burning more than your chest, your setup is off. Reset, retract, and focus. This movement, done right, will change your entire frame. It gives you that armor-like slab across the middle, the kind that makes any physique look thicker, more athletic, and more dominant. So now we've got the upper and middle chest fully engaged, pumped, and primed. But the lower chest? That's where most guys stop short. And that's a huge mistake, because what comes next creates the definition that makes your pecs look finished. 4. High pulley crossover, carving out the lower chest line. Here's the truth. If you want your chest to look complete, you can't ignore the lower section. That sharp cut under the pecs, the line that separates your chest from your abs, the drop that makes your physique look polished. It doesn't come from bench presses, it comes from precision, from adduction, and that's exactly what the high pulley crossover delivers when done right. Placing this move fourth in the sequence is strategic. By now, your chest is full of blood, your fibers are torn, and every contraction you hit lands deeper. That means this isn't just a finishing move. It's a sculpting tool. It's how you bring out the separation, the shape, the visual detail that presses alone could never give you. Now let's talk setup. The pulleys need to be set high, above your head. Take a staggered stance, one foot slightly forward, and lean subtly into the movement. This angle locks the tension into your lower pecs and reduces shoulder interference. Grab the handles, keep a soft bend in the elbows, and start the arc. Pull down and in, like you're trying to wrap your arms around your waist, not just bring your hands together. That bottom squeeze? That's where the transformation happens. You're not just finishing the rep, you're squeezing the life out of the muscle. Hold it. Feel it. Own it. Then return slow. Fight the weight on the way back. Control the negative like your gains depend on it, because they do. This movement is especially potent for your slow twitch fibers, the ones that respond to time under tension, higher reps, and deep, focused contractions. You're not chasing PRs here. You're chasing burn. That deep, intense, almost uncomfortable pump that lets you know, yeah, this is the spot. And here's the real power of this exercise. It fills in the bottom of your chest in a way that makes your pecs look full even when you're relaxed. Not just in the gym, but walking around, standing still, arms at your side. That subtle curve, that shadow underneath, it screams development. One thing to avoid? Don't go too heavy. If you're jerking the cables or turning the movement into a shoulder workout, you've missed the point. Drop the weight. Feel the muscle. That connection is what gives you results. Not ego, not momentum, tension. That's your growth language now. So with upper, middle, and lower chest all under attack, there's only one thing left: the final blow. The movement that locks everything in place and pumps your chest so full, you'll feel it hours after the gym. 5. Pec deck machine, the finisher. That triggers maximum growth. You've pressed heavy. You've carved with cables. You've built density, shape, and structure. But now it's time to finish the job. And the tool for that? The pec deck machine. This isn't just a burnout move. It's a strategic strike, designed to isolate every fiber in your chest without interference from stabilizers or momentum. This is where you pour everything you've got left into a single movement with laser focus. Why the pec deck? Because by the end of your workout, your body is tired, but your chest is wide open, and that's exactly what you want. The The pec deck removes the need for balance, coordination, or support. You sit down, lock in, and attack. Every rep is pure chest. No triceps stealing reps, no shoulders jumping in, just you and the pecs. That's why it's the perfect finisher. But it only works if you do it right. First, set the seat height so the handles align with your mid-chest. Plant your feet. Keep your back pinned against the pad, and start with your arms wide, feeling that stretch across the entire pec. As you bring the handles together, don't just close them. Squeeze. Crush. Imagine you're trying to press your hands through each other. Hold that contraction. 1, maybe 2 seconds. Feel the fibers tremble. Then release, but slowly. Don't let the handles snap back. Let the stretch pull your chest open under control. That eccentric stretch under tension? It's a scientifically proven hypertrophy trigger. And it hits hard here because your pecs are already fatigued. This stretch breaks them down even further, forcing the body to rebuild them stronger, denser, fuller. This machine is all about the slow twitch fibers, the ones responsible for detail, definition, and lasting pump. That means more reps, shorter rest, and total focus. You're not trying to impress anyone here. You're trying to finish the job. The goal is to leave the gym knowing you hit every fiber in your chest. And this move guarantees that. Don't let your elbows flare out. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Keep your chest up, spine locked, and movement tight. And most importantly, don't rest at the front of the rep. That's where tension disappears. Keep the tension alive, from the first rep to the last. It should feel like your chest is on fire. That's how you know you're doing it right. By the time you finish this, your pecs should be engorged, pumped with blood, oxygen, and nutrients. And that pump? It's not just for show. It primes recovery. It drives growth. It tells your body, this is where we build. You'll walk out of the gym with your shirt stretched across your chest, and you'll feel that fatigue deep into your muscle bellies. Not just soreness, but the kind of fatigue that builds size. This is how you end a session. Not with fluff, not with wasted reps, but with full intent, with strategy, with precision. And now that you've hit every angle, every fiber, and every section with purpose, it's time to close this out right. So there you have it, 5 exercises. Not 10, not 20, just 5. Hand-picked, backed by science, and ordered with intent. You didn't just throw weight around, you trained with purpose. You activated stubborn fibers most people never reach. You sculpted the upper shelf. You built the dense middle. You carved the lower drop. And you sealed it all with surgical precision. Most guys spend years chasing size and never get it. Not because they don't work hard, but because they don't work smart. They follow random workouts, copy what they see online, and hope for the best. But now you know better. You've got the blueprint. You've got the angles. You've got the why behind every move. And that changes everything. Now imagine this. A few weeks from today, you throw on a t-shirt and it fits tighter across your chest. You catch a glimpse in the mirror and see definition where it used to be flat. You take your shirt off and there's no doubt. Your chest isn't just bigger. It's built, structured, balanced. You didn't guess your way here. You earned it, rep by rep, set by set, with total intention. So here's my challenge to you. Don't let this video be just another good idea you forget tomorrow. Take this workout into the gym. Commit to it for the next few weeks. Track your progress. Dial in your form. And show yourself what happens when effort meets strategy. What's the one thing you're changing in your training after this? Drop it in the comments. I want to know. If this video gave you at least one aha moment, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let's keep building this together. Because this is just the beginning.